I finally built my dream P365 build, and I'm excited to share it with you guys today on the channel. The P365 was my very first gun that I ever purchased back in 2020. This gun hits me in the heart a little bit, and I've carried literally 10 different iterations of the 365 over my journey of concealed carrying as a responsible citizen. This is the best one. This is my favorite one that I've carried so far, and we'll talk about why. Before we dive into the video, I'd like to thank some sponsors of the channel, some supporters. First off, we got DK Mags. They're a gun store. They have a fantastic online catalog. Literally anything you could ever want as a gun guy. They ship, transfer to FFLs, and are also on Gunbroker. If you're local to Minnesota, go on in, tell them I sent you. They'll give you a discount off of nearly everything they have in store. Great guys. I think that's actually it for the supporters, because all the rest of the stuff we're going to talk about in the build. So first, the reason why I didn't go with the X macro is because I'm 5'5", 5'4" on a really bad day. Square footage on my body comes at a premium in terms of how big of a gun I can conceal comfortably and visibly. So the X macro has been great, but with this grip module I have on here, it doesn't add length to it, but it adds width to the gun. And so that makes carrying and printing a little bit more of an issue. And I already have run into issues with printing a little bit with the X macro. So that's why I went with the more medium-sized XL length. Now, going tip to butt, we have the featured in a previous video, Zafiri Precision ported threadless comp and ported barrel. They sell this as a package. This thing has been great. They sent it out to me for free. I'll disclose my relationship with these companies and which items I paid for, which ones I got for free. This makes a significant reduction in the recoil. It's very adjacent to, from what I hear, the Radium Ramjet, which gives you, 15% recoil reduction. Much shorter than some other compensators that are on the market that you would thread on to a barrel. So that is great in terms of not poking your junk as much when you carry it in your pants. The slide is from Zafiri Precision. This is a new one to me. This is their ZPS, oh gosh, I gotta look it up here. This is their ZPS P slide, and it is kind of equipped for a ported barrel. You can put ports kind of V8 style on the top of the barrel if you would want. Maybe I would have that done aftermarket. That'd be kind of cool. I think it looks beautiful. It's got some nice window cuts. It's got a great, this is their sniper gray color. And I think it's one of two most aesthetic mods to this gun that has been done. Ironically, I did have to get a new slide because I dropped the OEM slide. I took the gun apart, I had the slide off, and I accidentally dropped it on the ground, and then it bent the rails that interface with the frame, and so I just couldn't even get the gun back on anymore. So had to get a new slide. Zafiri sent this one out to me for free. Really thankful for them for doing that, and it also leveled up the build in my opinion. Up top here for the MRDS, we have the HoloSun SCS carry, the green dot. This thing's sick. This thing has a 50,000 hour battery life that gets reset the second light photons hit that panel. Shake awake, great dot clarity, great glass clarity. A lot better than like Siley or the other dots from China that I'm currently running on my guns. So that's a huge benefit. And the internal solar battery is allegedly good for 10 years, so you won't have to change your battery for the next 10 years. That's a huge benefit. It has the auto adjusting feature, which most red dots that have auto adjust that aren't HoloSun, even some of HoloSun's non-SCS models, are dog shit. You can't trust it. If you pull your gun in a dark room and you point it like out a window and it's daylight, you're cooked. You can't see the dot. But this, somehow it has enough sensors on it that it just knows what ambient lighting conditions are, what the ones that you're in are, and it just adjusts for it pretty perfectly. It does err on the slightly dimmer side than what I'm used to, but it's absolutely usable. Tyrant CNC sent me out some great stuff as well. They gave me their slide stop, slide release, as well as the takedown lever, and those just blend seamlessly into the handgun and look great. They are a bit sharp, so do be warned if you have a high grip, like if you bring your middle finger under the trigger guard and then wrap up over for a high purchase, this right here is gonna cut you pretty good on your support hand. But if you do the traditional, index finger up and then just wrap around, you'll be just fine. They also gave me their IntelliFire trigger with the trigger shoe there. That's a new addition for SIGs. SIGs don't have trigger shoe safeties, so when it comes to a SIG, any additional layer of safety is a welcome one, even though I had to modify the FCU for it. They sent me their extended magazine release, which looks good, but kind of sucks because when I off-body carry, it's just really easy to depress that and then the mag just jettisons out and you're left with a single shot gun. So maybe not necessarily an upgrade that I would go to again. Last but not least, I have the, like I said in the beginning, 365 XL grip, but this is from Sharps Bros. This thing is a work of freaking art. It's the best. I have tried out their equivalent grip for the Springfield Echelon, and I'll just have to say that their grip modules, they're all metal. They have removable grip panels. This one is in their kind of cherry wood, just freaking gorgeous. They're the best, most ergonomic, most comfortable grip modules that I've ever felt, both for the Sig and the Echelon. Now that is subjective. People's hands are different, people's hand sizes are different, the thickness, all that kind of stuff, and their preferences, but it has a built-in gas pedal on each side, both sides, which does change holster fitment from what I found. This gun fits perfectly in a Glock 19 holster. I don't know why, and I'm sure that there are holster compatibility and like fitment stuff on their website, but I just had a 19 holster lying around. I realized it didn't fit in my Sig 365 holster anymore, and so I just kind of futzed around, tried to figure out what holster this gun would fit in, and that was what it was. Like I said before, it increases the width of the grip, and so that makes it fill out in your hand much better. And believe it or not, it makes controlling recoil a lot easier as well, especially with the added weight of being metal versus polymer. This was sent out to me for free, and I can't recommend them enough. Kind of slept on in terms of people who know about Sharps Bros. I lied about that being the last upgrade. I do have a 15-pound recoil spring. I think I got it from the Ben Stoger shop, but I believe it's a Wolf captured guide rod as well as 15-pound recoil spring. And that does make a noticeable difference in terms of absolutely chambering the rounds, doing a press check, much, much easier. But also with the compensator, it makes the recoil impulse a lot lighter. Because if you throw a comp on and you keep the stock recoil spring, it's still gonna buck a little bit more than you might have thought it would by adding a comp or by porting your barrels. If you kind of tune it with the recoil springs, that's where you can really find the added performance and maximize that gain with recoil mitigating upgrades like that. Last but not least is the Magguts springs in my magazine. This converts the Sig XL 365 XL magazine from 12 rounds to 14 rounds. I've had this Magguts magazine for 5 years, and I've been shooting through it. I don't know how many rounds I have through it, but I've been shooting pretty consistently through it for 5 years, and I haven't had a single malfunction. So really impressed with how that's worked. I have 2 of them that have both worked flawlessly, but that's a sample size of 2, technically. I would definitely recommend when it comes to magazine modifications that you would test them out and really make sure that it's going to be reliable, that you can trust your life to it before you run it in your gun, carrying it every day on you. This gun's great. It shoots almost as flat as my favorite gun currently that I own, which is the Kimber KDS-9C. Just did a video on it, or I'm not sure which video I want to come out first, but it's probably gonna be the Kimber because I'm just so freaking obsessed with this gun. I don't carry this gun anymore. Oh man, I feel bad saying it because I carry the Kimber, but it is pretty dang close to shooting as good. And that's interesting because this gun's ported, that one's not. The weights are pretty similar in terms of how heavy the guns are. They're both all metal guns, but I would absolutely recommend, I'm not sure in terms of price-wise where you'd be with this one versus this one. It might be pretty close. So if I had to say pick one, I'd pick this one, but this gun is absolutely a dream to shoot. If I didn't have the Kimber, I'd be carrying this one. I actually was carrying this one every day before I got the Kimber literally a week ago, so take that for what it's worth. I'm just a 2011 guy, but I am very satisfied with how this gun performs, how it carries and conceals on my body. It is a little bit easier to conceal than the Kimber is for me, so bear that in mind. When it comes to a carry gun, everything's a trade-off. Do you want more concealability? Do you want more shootability? You can't have both necessarily. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is my dream 365 build. I'm sure it'll change in the future because I just like changing things up on the channel here and providing fresh content for you guys, but I am branching out from Sig guns. So let me know what you want to see in the future. Leave a like if you liked the video, comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, or thoughts, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, God bless you and your family, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.